Students, is the screen visible? Yes. So previous class we have just discussed about how we can solve inverse Z transform. So again we will continue inverse Z transform here also. By using the formulas we can very easily simplify applications of differential equations using Z transform. So please practice the first formulas, and you see the examples in the Z transform are very easy. Only when you know Z transform, inverse Z transform will be very easy, and its applications of differential equations using Z transform will be again more easy, students. So same way you should remember the all the steps we have studied in the Z transform, all the formulas from the Z transform. We continued with the inverse Z transform in the previous lecture. We have seen how very simple you can easily solve the examples when you know and practice partial differential equation, partial fractions you have you're going to use in this, right? So all this keeping in your mind, today we will see how the applications of differential equations using Z transform we are going to simplify, students. As you know, students, that Laplace transform method is quite effective for solving linear differential equations, right? So Z transforms are quite useful for solving linear differential equations. As I have already told you that Laplace transform, Fourier transform, this is a general transform, that is Z transform we say. That is a higher version what we say. Therefore, we study Z transform as you go higher and higher semester. This is also useful. Yes, in many subjects in the engineering. Okay, the performance of discrete system is expressed by suitable differential equations, students. So you can just see we are going to take the performance of the discrete system. So also Z transform plays an important role in analysis and representation of discrete time system, students. Okay, so please remember this. So why we are studying this applications of differential equations using Z transform, lot of meaning is there. To determine the frequency response of such systems, the solutions of difference equations is required, for which Z transform method proves useful. Yes, students. So we'll just see how it is useful. To simplify this, you should remember this method. I have just very given very simple 4 steps. This is so what the method says, you can note down this, students. Take the Z transform on both the sides of differential equations. You know already how the differential equations are written, right? So that equations we are going Z transform, we are going to take both the sides. Then transpose all the terms without u of z to the right. So you are going to transfer all the terms on the right hand side, keeping u of z as it is. So please remember u of z is very important, where we are going to apply this z transform. Then express in terms of u of z divided by z. Yes, previous class also we have seen we are going to express this term u of z divided by z. Modify the equation such a way that, yes, this is very important. Modification, you have to do it correctly and perfectly, students. Then only by using formulae, you get the direct answer. The last step will give you answer, students. Here also, we just seen directly by substituting the values, you will get the answer. Here also, you have to remember partial fraction, students. So very important. Inverse Z transform as well as applications of differential equation using Z transform, partial fraction plays very important role, students. And please note down these formulas again. Already in the previous lecture I have told you to remember these formulas. In this lecture also we are going to use this formula, students. So please remember the reverse of the Z transform, which is inverse what we say in this. Okay, so these are the few inverse Z transform formulae. Inverse Z transform is denoted how it is defined. Yes, students, you should remember that un is equal to Z inverse u of Z. Please remember the definition or formula of inverse Z transform, students. So please keeping in this formulas in your mind, we are going to solve the example, first example of this. So yes, using Z transform. Yes, students, you have to solve this problem. So use Z transform. Okay, why this is not taking this head? Huh. Okay, so here very simple they have given solve un plus 2 plus 4 un plus 1 plus 3 un is equal to 3 raised to n they have given, students. Okay, with u naught is equal to 0, u1 is equal to 1, students. So very simple they have made it. When they give this u naught is equal to 0, u1 is equal to 0, 50% of your work is completed here only. Now you are going to substitute this value and this value and this value, friends. So please remember this formula. I think that part where I have given the formula list, the three values is very important throughout this. Huh. So just I will take this only full, so that this is helpful to simplify this problem. Yes. So please remember this formula, students. We are going to substitute. Mainly these three are very important. As I told you to remember this formula so that your maximum problems are solved using this three only. So un plus 2 just substitute this, un plus 1 just substitute this. Un is nothing but u of z only, students. Okay, so now we'll simplify this. So let us simplify. Yes, students, please write down. Yes, we'll start with the solution here. Okay, so first step, you have to remember that you are going to take all this formula. So if I'll just write down all whatever you are going to use, that is z of un is equal to u of z, right? Then as you remember all the formulas, these three formulas you are going to take here, that is un plus 1 and un. So I will just take down this once again. You also please note down. Then these three formulas you have to consider here, students. Okay. So these three formulas are, yes, these two formulas are required here, because here un plus 2 is there, un plus 1 is there. So only I will consider these two and I will substitute in this formula. Also, please remember what is z transform of this 3 raised to n, student. So please remember this is a raised to n, as you remember, right? So please tell me what is the formula. Yes, Kaustubh, please tell me 3 raised to n का formula क्या होगा? Yes, Kunal. Manoj, please tell me what is the formula. Z transform of 3 raised to n, or you should remember this formula. I will write in right hand side. This is Z transform of a raised to n, which is equal to z divided by z
Z minus
minus. Ah, yes, very good. So like this, you should remember the formula. This is z divided by z minus 3. So like this, you should remember the formula. So before solving all the formula, you should be perfect in this, students. Very important. Now I will substitute here one by one all the formulas. So first I will substitute u. I will take this equation 1. Okay, so I will put all formulae in equation 1. So therefore equation 1 will become, students, like this. So I'll just first substitute this. I will take this z transform of this, students. Okay, so I'll just apply this z transform here. apply Z transform and substitute this value. This is Z of un plus 2 plus 4 Z of un plus 1 plus 3 Z of un is equal to Z of 3 raised to n. So now substitute Z of un plus 2, it is Z square Z transform, right? So just take Z transform only, so that there is difference between this Z and this Z transform. Okay, so this is un minus u naught minus u1 upon Z, right, plus 4 times this is un plus 1 is Z Z transform of un minus u naught plus 3. Yes. Can anybody tell me what is Z transform of un you are going to write? Yes, it is same.
U
We are
of
going
Z.
u of Z. Yes, run. So I will substitute that in the next step. Okay. So this is Z divided by Z minus 3. So Z transform of un is nothing but u of Z. Okay. Directly you would have written this only. No problem. One step is increased here. Okay. Let it be. So this is Z square u of Z minus u naught minus u1 upon Z plus 4, and this is in the bracket Z. This is u of Z minus u naught plus 3 times u of Z, students. Okay, you are right. So therefore this is Z divided by Z minus 3 we get. Now what you are going to do? Yes, you are going to find u of Z. That is what we wanted to take the differentiation, right? So I will just multiply and all, or open the brackets. So open the brackets here. I will multiply this Z square inside this, and this 4Z inside this, and this is there, this is there. Okay, so that implies, students, this is Z square u of Z minus Z square u naught minus 1Z will get cancelled. Huh? Please remember here, denominator 1Z is there, numerator Z square is there, so 1Z will get cancelled. I will just write Z u1. Don't get confused here, students. Denominator Z is 1 cancelled with the numerator. Okay, so this is plus 4Z u of Z minus 4Z u naught plus 3 u of Z, which is equal to Z divided by Z minus 3. Okay, students, now I can just simplify this. Okay, now what I want, as I told you already, I want here u of Z. So first I will take out u of Z, because this is very, very important. See, in the previous class or previous lecture, we have seen directly they have used to give u of Z, but here these 3 steps are increased. You are going to first find u of Z only, we don't know. So we will find first u of Z, then we will apply the inverse Z transform, students. Is it clear? So what all u of Z are there, I will collect it here. This is there. So u of Z is outside, Z square will come, and here we have another term u of Z. U of Z is outside, and here we have plus 3. So u of Z I have taken outside, inside the bracket Z square plus 4Z plus 3. Okay, students. So next, how you will simplify remaining terms? I will take it outside. But please remember here, students, what they have given. They have given that u naught is equal to 0, u1 is equal to 0. So wherever u naught is there, this is 0, u1 is 0. This is u naught is 0. u1 is 1. This is 1. So this will remain minus Z. Okay. This is 1, u1 is 1, so z I have to write as it is, z into 1 is z. Okay, so this is equal to z divided by z minus 3 students. So minus z I will bring this side, therefore this will be equal to u of z, and also please find what is this z square. I will just split this, z square plus 4z plus 3. I will split this one. So this is z square. I will split this into 2. 3z plus z plus 3. Okay, so we can just split this, students. So I will, what is common from this? Z is common, so I will take z, z plus 3. See, right hand side I am simplifying this term. Okay, so next, from this 1 is common, so z plus 3 is in the bracket. Again from this 2, z plus 3 is common. What is remaining? Z plus 1 is remaining, students. So I will take only this term. So I will write here z plus 3, z plus 1. What I have done, only I have converted this, and minus z I will bring this side. So this is equal to z divided by z minus 3 plus z, this is plus z, students. Okay, now take the LCM. Divided by 1 it is, we will just for simplify I am taking divided by 1, cross multiply, multiply here z minus 3 and multiply here 1. So therefore this is z plus z into z minus 3 divided by, I have taken the LCM, students. So please remember LCM, you must be strong in finding LCM. Okay, so here we get, now you can further simplify. This is equal to, yes, this is z plus z minus 3 will be there. So this is z square minus 3z. Okay, divided by z minus 3 as it is. Okay, students, now I will take this. I want here only u of z. So here this is u of z, z plus 3, z plus 1 is there. So this term I will take down. So therefore, you will get here u of z is equal to, now you can simplify this. This is z square minus 2z, student. So you can just see plus z is there and minus 3z is there. Okay, divided by this term I will take it down. That will be z plus 1, z plus 3, and already there is z minus 3, student. So like this, to see, we have simplified this type of example, but you have to obtain this u of z using this differential equation, students. Okay, so now you can see this is our equation 1, students. So this is very, very important step. Okay, now after simplifying u of z, I have to express this, that is step 2. What is that? I have to express this u of z divided by z, student. So what I will do, I will take out one z from the numerator and I will multiply here. So 1, if I take out the z from the numerator, what will remain? Only z minus 2 will remain. Is it clear, students? Divided by, this is z plus 1, z plus 3, and z minus 3, students. So is it clear now? Yes. Now you can simplify using the partial fraction. So please remember, if you want to use the partial fraction, this must be expressed as u of z divided by z. Then I can apply, yes, or I can use partial fraction, students. So partial fractions, please do it and tell me the answer. Partial fractions, students, very easy. Previous class also done same way. This is also same way you are going to do. So this is equal to, so I will take this as u of z divided by z is equal to, this is z minus 2 divided by z plus 1, z plus 3, z minus 3 is written as a divided by z plus 1 plus b divided by z plus 3 plus c divided by z minus 3, students. So please find a, b and c. Yes, students, you should be perfect in finding the partial fractions. Then only you can use your inverse Z transform. Yes, students, please do it and tell me what is the answer of A, B, and C. Yes, Manoj, Kunal, Prajwal, Pratik. Yes, students, please do it. Yes, I will tell you also how to simplify this also. Okay, so first you modify this equation now. This will be Z minus 2 is equal to. Please check the answer. Huh? Please solve yourself, students. Z plus 3, this is Z minus 3. See, denominator will be Z plus 1 is there. So you multiply here Z plus 3, Z minus 3. Here Z plus 3 is there in the denominator. So you have to multiply here Z plus 1, Z minus 3. Here denominator Z minus 3 is there. Then these two terms you are going to multiply here Z plus 1, Z plus 3. So you should do this very easily and tell me the answer A, B, C. So I'll take here Z plus 1, Z minus 3 plus C, Z plus 1, Z plus 3. So I want to find A. To find A, what I have to do? I have to put Z is equal to minus 1. Yes. So you can just see, just look at the equation, students. So if I put here minus 1, this will become 0. And this will become 0 because plus 1 and minus 1 will become 0. So what is remaining? Yes, it is minus 1 minus 2 is equal to a in the bracket minus 1 plus 3 minus 1 minus 3. So therefore this is minus 3 is equal to a. This is 2 and this is minus 4. So minus into minus plus 2 into 4, this is going to become 8. 8 will come down. Please tell me what is the answer of A.
Three by eight.
Yes, very good, excellent. Okay, I'm satisfied that at least one has given the answer. Please, everyone, answer the question, students. So have you found out B? B and C, tell me. Okay. To
Minus
find
5 by
B,
12, 1 by 24.
B is equal to minus 5 by 12 and C is equal to 1 divided by 24. Excellent, beta. You have got the correct answer. Everyone, please check once again. Do you have any doubt in this? Yes, Kaustubh, Prajwal, Pratik. I think Manali is there. Mm, yes, students, any doubt? Same way you can find B and C. Just substitute the values, make the terms 0, bring the answer. Any doubt in this? Yes, Kaustubh beta, you have to simplify. You should be fast now. Okay. Please check once again. A, B, and C. Any doubt is there? Now substitute in this u of z. So all these things you are going to put it in this equation, students. Okay, so we'll put all A, B, this is C, right? In this equation, students. So I will just put now this is going to become u of z by z is equal to, this is 3 upon 8. So this is going to become 1 divided by z plus 1 I will take here. This is 1 minus 5 divided by 12 I will just take here 1 z plus 3 plus 1 upon 24. For simplification, I have taken it outside. Okay, students. 1 divided by z minus 3. Now I'm going to apply the inverse z transform. So before that, I will take this z in the numerator. From denominator to, I will take on right hand side and I will apply inverse z transform, student. So this is going to become inverse z transform u of z. Is it clear? So this is equal to 3 divided by 8 is constant. I will take outside z inverse z transform. This is z divided by z plus 1. See, in the numerator z is there because of this. In the denominator, this full z I am going to multiply in the numerator, students. Okay, so next is minus 5 by 12 z transform, inverse z transform. This is z divided by z plus 3, students. See, I'm going very slow. You should understand it now. Okay, this is again z inverse transform z divided by z minus 3, students. So it is very easily, you can see you applied z transform at the last part using the standard formulas. Please tell me what are the values here. What is the answer you get? Z divided by z plus 1. Please tell me what is the z inverse z transform of this.
minus 1 raised to n.
Next,
Minus 3 raised to n.
next,
3 raised to n.
yes, beta, you are right. All the answers are correct. Please check, everyone. This is the final answer. You should be now perfect in the Z transform, because today is the last class. We are going to finish this Z transform. So very important last part of the Z transform, that is applications of differential equations using Z transform. Will you solve the next example? Yes, students, please try. Then only you are going to become perfect. Solve. Very simple question they will ask. Solve y n plus 2. Instead of you, let them ask y. What is there? I will use using y term, but same formulas are there. Okay. Y n plus 2 plus 6 y n plus 1 plus 9 y n is equal to 2 raised to n, students, with y naught is equal to y1 is equal to 0 using Z transform. Yes, students, please start solving very fast. Who will get the answer? Let us see. Yes, any doubt is there, you can ask. See, previous class we are just continuing only. Here one work is extra, that you have to find u of z. That is very important. Now when we take here, I will just change the terms now. See, in the previous example, this was un plus 1, un plus 2, un you have taken. Then you took here u of z upon z outside. Same way here they have given yn plus 2, yn plus 1 and yn they have given. So please change the formula like this. So looking at the variables, students, please remember you have to use in a different way same formula, but represent in a different way. How you will represent? Yes, I will show you that. So you can take down if z of, here you can see yn they have given, which is now you are going to take this as y of z. I think you have understood now. When I take this as un, z of un, then I used to take this capital u of z. So instead of u, wherever u is there, make it y. That will be the correct answer. Otherwise, you will not get full marks from it. So very important. When the letters, when the alphabets are changed, accordingly you have to change the values here also. So then, so I will tell you, this is z transform of u n plus 1. What you are going to substitute? This is z y of z minus y naught. See, again y naught will become the initial value theorem as u naught we have done. Same way. So next again this is z transform of n plus 2 is equal to, this is you are going to write here z square. Here it is z square y of z minus y naught minus y1 divided by z, students. And please remember, when you are going to take this as z transform of u 2 raised to n, please tell me, anyone, Kaustav beta, please tell me z of u raised to n, 2 raised to n. Yes, Manoj, please tell me what is the formula you are going to write. Yes,
2zt
Pratik.
of y of n.
Z divided by z minus 2, because here please remember the general formula, that is z of a raised to n. Don't change this. Z divided by z minus a. Use this formula, students. Okay. It not heard you properly. No worry. But use this now. Now, yes, students, please solve this example yourself. When you come a difficulty, then I will solve it. That will be more easier. Practice now only. Start practicing for the final exam, students. You don't get time for the final exam. You don't know how the exam is going to come. You should be ready. Right. So, okay, I have given the hint also, all the way how you are going to represent when they ask in terms of y. So just substitute and find the answers very fast. You should be fast now. Yes. So I'll just put all the values. Yes. First I will apply here Z transform for this. Apply Z transform here first. See, directly I cannot take partial fraction, students, because this is not in the correct form. So this is in the differential equation form. So I will take here Z transform of yn plus 2 plus 6 Z transform of yn plus 1 plus 9 Z transform of yn is equal to Z transform of 2 raised to n. Yes, Prajwal, I want answer from you. Please solve this example. Tell me what you will get. Okay, just substitute the values now. Already the formulas I have given here. Z transform, this is all Z transform. Okay, so un plus 2 is going to become, this is z square, y of z minus y naught minus y1 upon z, students, plus 6 yn plus 1, yn plus 1, here we have the formula. Okay, so this is z y of z minus y naught plus 9. Okay, please remember z transform of yn, we will take this as capital y of z. So I will take here y of z, and which is equal to z transform of 2 raised to n is z divided by z minus 2, students. So here we get the value. So please find now y of z, so that we will make this in terms of partial fractions. So just simplify this. This is going to become z square y of z minus, this is z square y naught minus, here 1z will get cancelled, 1z will remain in the numerator, plus 6z y of z minus, again this is 6z y naught plus 9 y of z is equal to z divided by z minus 2 students. Okay, now you take out all y of z in the one side. So here we have y of z, here we have y of z, here we have y of z. So what is will be there in the bracket? Common part. So it is z square plus 6z plus 9. Okay, then after simplifying this, you can just see what they have given part. Given part, y naught is 0, y1 is 0. Don't make mistake, yes students. Y naught is 0 means this term is 0. Y1 is also 0. This term is 0. So this term is 0. So I think that is quite easy here. So you have got it. So which is equal to, this is z divided by z minus 2. So I think everyone got the same answer. Prajwal, please check. I want the answer from you, huh? Partial fraction, fast. So I will take this z square plus 6z plus 9. Okay, now I will split this. So this is again z square, or you can take this as a plus b, the whole square, I think you will get here. So a plus b the whole square means you can take this as, so you can just simplify and just check, z plus 3 the whole square, that is a plus b the whole square. So z square plus 2ab, so this is 6z plus b square, that is 9. So it is z plus 3 the whole square, student. So okay, so now I will take this term in the numerator. When I take it from numerator right hand side to left hand side, you can see this is going to come in the numerator. So therefore this is going to become y of z is equal to z divided by z minus 2 into z plus 3 the whole square, students. I think everyone got the same answer. Any doubt is there? Please ask me. Yes, friends, if you have any doubt, immediately stop me writing the next step and tell me that to explain once again from the beginning. I will explain once again. Yes, students, any doubt, please ask me. I will repeat once again if you want. Yes, Prajwal, Pratik. Yes, Kaustubh, beta, any doubt? Manoj is there, Kiran is there. Nandip, any doubt? Murgesh has joined very, very late. Not accepted. Too late you are. Prithviraj also joined very, very late. Okay, Prithviraj has joined, no problem. Yes, Karthik. Any doubt in this step till here? Please reply, beta. Unmute and tell me. Okay. Now you find the partial fraction. So as I told you, to find the partial fraction, first you have to express. Here, step 2, express in terms of y of z divided by z, which is equal to 1 divided by z minus 2 z plus 3 square. So you can take this as a divided by z minus 2 plus b divided by z plus 3 plus c divided by z plus 3 square. So this is how you have to take the partial fraction. Please use partial fraction, students. This is the way you are going to take a, b and c. Yes, Kunal, please tell me what is the value of a, what is the value of b, and what is the value of c.
1
Yes,
upon
Prithviraj.
25 minus 1 upon 25 minus 1 upon 5.
Yes, beta. So please repeat. I did not get you. A is equal to
1 upon 25.
next.
B is minus 1 upon 25.
Next.
C is minus 1 by 5.
1 by 5. Very good. So you got the correct answer. Everyone got the same answer. Please check, students. Simplify properly. You will get. You should get a is equal to 1 upon 25. B is equal to minus 1 upon 25. C is equal to minus 1 upon 5, students. Yes, please. Everyone got the same answer? Yes, Kunal? You got the same answer? Kaustubh, please check the answer once again. Any doubt? So you should be perfect in finding the partial fraction. So from last 3-4 examples, we are using this partial fraction, students. You should be perfect in this partial fraction. Okay, so then I will substitute this value now. As well as I will take this z in the numerator. So therefore I will put all this value. So y of z is equal to, this is going to become, I will take 1 upon 25 outside, and in the bracket I will take this is z divided by z minus 2 plus, again here we have minus 25. Okay, so I will take out minus 1 upon 25 in the bracket z divided by z plus 3, and here it is again minus is there, minus 1 divided by 5. This is going to become z divided by z plus 3 square. Yes, students, please check. Any doubt is there? Please tell me now only. Yes, Kaustubh, you got the same answer? Nag Abhishek, you did not told me what is the answer of this.
Sir, I will told the answer.
Sorry, you told. Thank you. Yes, Kiran, what you are doing? You are solving the problem. Omkar, you got the same answer? Yes, Omkar, you got the same answer. I am waiting for your answer. Please unmute and tell me. Yes, Nag Abhishek, please check. Is this plus or what?
So it's minus.
Minus only? Okay. Okay. I think everyone got the same answer. Not replying only. Okay, now I will apply inverse Z transform, students. So therefore, you are going to get here the value Z inverse y of Z is equal to, I will write here 1 upon 25 outside. Inverse transform, this is, I will be writing like this, Z divided by Z minus 2 minus 1 upon 25 inverse Z transform Z divided by Z plus 3 minus 1 upon 5 inverse Z transform Z divided by Z plus 3 square. So which formula are you going to use? Please tell me, students. So first formula, I will write it on the right hand side. It is inverse Z transform of Z divided by Z minus A. So which formula you are going to use? This is A raised to n. What is this formula, students? So this is one I am going to use. Next, inverse Z transform Z divided by Z plus A. So where you will get this is equal to minus A raised to n. and this is Z transform of, yes friends, you can see this is in terms of square is there. So do you come across anywhere square in the denominator and just check where you will get a square? Ah, square Z minus A square here we get, or we get it here. One divided by Z plus it is. Okay, plus is there means in terms of plus we want, right? Yes, this must be minus K. So therefore, this formula I will use minus K. This is KZ divided by Z plus 1. So Z plus 1 will give you minus K student. So what I have to take here? The value. See, this will become yn is equal to 1 upon 25. Please tell me what is the answer of this students? Yes, Nag Abhishek, Z transform, inverse Z transform of Z divided by Z minus 2. What we are going to write?
2 to the power n.
Yes, very good. Next.
Minus 3 to the power n.
Yes, next. Next.
We don't know the formula.
Okay, so I will tell you, see. You have to first check from this formula list only.
Minus 3 into n.
Yes, you are going to take this as n a raised to n you can take. Here a and a you will get, you will make this plus and here you will make this minus. So therefore you can take down this formula, that is, if I take here minus az divided by, this is going to become z plus a square. Okay, so this is going to become n minus a raised to n. So please note down this formula friend. So what I want here, this is 3, z plus 3 it is. So we will take here 3. Is it clear? So I want here 3 to be in this. So I will just, for this I will take minus 3. I will multiply and I will divide here by minus 3. Is it clear? I will multiply here minus 3 and I will divide by 3, so that this will be like this. So Z transform, inverse Z transform, this will look like this. So right hand side I am writing it. This is
Sir,
going. Yes, beta.
sir, we can use the third formula from the chart.
That also you can use, no problem. So this is quite easier, no? Minus 3 raised to n. Which one? Beta. Yes. 1 divided by Z plus A.
No, sir, above chart.
Above, okay, okay.
Third one.
Third one, n. Z divided by Z minus 1 square. But here minus is there. I want plus. So therefore this is easier. Where it is? This will become n square. N square this is. But we don't know how to change this minus 1 it is. Here we don't have minus 1, no. You are right. Z transform of n square you are going to get this is z divided by z minus 1 square. You are right, beta. But here you can see this must be 1. Am I right? This term must be
Yes, sir.
minus 1. So better you take here n a raised to n formula, so that if you write this like this, it will going to be z divided by az, az divided by z minus a square, so that I can substitute any value of a. I can take here a is equal to 1, a is equal to 2, or a is equal to minus 3 I will put. So you can just see this is going to become now z n minus 3 raised to n is equal to, this is minus 3z, okay, where this line came from, divided by z minus into minus will become plus 3 square. Am I right now? So I want
Yes,
this
sir.
as, yes beta. Yes, please tell me.
No doubt, sir.
I will take inverse. This is Z transform, right? This is a formula for Z transform. Inverse Z I have to change it. Nahin. So this is going to become, I think now it is clear. So I have substituted all these values. A is equal to minus 3. So that I want to change this A. If it is minus 1, you are right. You can take this n square directly. But here it is minus 3 is there. So therefore this will become plus, and reverse this. Inverse we will take. Inverse Z transform will be minus 3z divided by z plus 3 square is equal to n into minus 3 raised to n. Student, thank you to ask the question. Even remaining students, I think all the doubts are clear, because if you ask the question you will get more knowledge. That is what I tell everyone. Otherwise I would have not solved in this form. I would have directly written and you have directly copied it, but don't do like that. So please ask your doubt. So a is equal to minus 3 I will substitute, you will get in this form. Then I want z transform, inverse z transform, so I will take this z on this side. Therefore our answer is n in the bracket minus 3 raised to n. So therefore I have written the same formula here. Am I right? Minus 3z divided by z plus 3 square is equal to n into minus 3 raised to n, student. So this type of formulas you have to practice now. So I think this is minus 3 is there. So minus 3 will become here 15, right? So I will write here 15, and minus into minus plus. Is it clear? Okay, then here we will write n into minus 3 raised to n. Is it clear, students? Any doubt? So this is our final answer. Yes, students. Will you try for the next example? You can take one homework and try if possible. You please try this example so that it will be practice. So please take this as homework, student, and try. Okay, students, thank you so much. Any doubt is there, please ask me. A very good question you have asked. I'm really